Hi, my name is Leah, and earlier I posted a video for my history class doing a dance explaining the first 8 chapters or the first unit of our textbook. And in this video, I'm going to have audio commentary explaining exactly what each move and how it flows through time. So this is more of an explanation for what I did earlier. So here you go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, I started off this dance just as the beginning of the world began, a series of random events that created the world as we know it to be today. Here I am portraying an animal that provided food to the native peoples who traveled across the land bridge from Asia to North America. And then here are the people following short after. The buildings I am creating here symbolize the creation of nation-states in Peru, Central America, and Mexico. America is on the right-hand side of the screen, and Europe is on the left. I use more classical moves here to symbolize the Europeans. This is displaying their desire for Western materials and spices, and then later on deciding that in order to maintain these luxuries, they would have to find a different route, one without middlemen to increase travel expenses. This is when they finally discover America and all the new, wonderful, raw materials it is home to. Each of these poses symbolize countries. That was Spain, there is France, and here is England. And this is all of them traveling to America, making their claims in the New World. Here I am symbolizing the Protestant Reformation in Europe and all the tension that it caused between Spain and England. My movements here symbolize how groups of religious people fled from England during that time in search of religious freedom. These were the earlier built nation-states being destroyed as more and more settlers, conquistadors, and explorers began to enter America, and this is the anger that it caused the Indians. And this portrays how the diseases caused them to die out. By the early 17th century, America had already been profoundly transformed by the 3 European superpowers, Spain, France, and England. Each European colony had a specific set of characteristics that kept them very distinct from each other. This is the spreading of the colonists throughout the American colonies. The authors are arguing that while the North and South colonies had a common language and a common alliance to England, they established very different patterns of settlement, economies, political systems, and values. This is the fighting of land and settlements throughout America between England and Spain. As the colonies were growing and spreading out, they began to install their own laws and become allies with different colonies and Native Americans. The authors are arguing while the colonies remained tied to England, they were stitched together by the Atlantic economy, regional differences began to crystallize, and the dependence on slave labor grew. Fighting between England and Spain and France began, and so did the 7 Years' War, or the French and Indian War. England won. To pay for it, England decided to put into place a set of acts and taxes that the American colonists refused to pay. So England decided to declare rebellion. And the American Revolution began. America won